Hey, everybody, to another episode of Andrew's Life. Uh, Provided that this computer cooperates, we're going to look at a couple of tiny homes that are currently on the market and for sale for less than $100,000 asking. Now, this property right here, it's located in Hagerstown, Indiana. I have not done a Hagerstown, Indiana video as of yet, so I will do eventually. Now, Hagerstown is located in the eastern section of Indiana. It's a half hour away from Richmond, Indiana. It's less than an hour. I mean, it's a little over an hour from Indianapolis, Indiana. And for those of you that might have family in Ohio, it's not too terribly far away from Dayton. And it's real close to the Ohio state line, too. So if you're looking for a place to go to where you can get away from it all, you can get away from people, you're far enough away, and you're gonna not be too close to larger cities, but not too far either. So if you're looking for a place like that, then you might want to check out this property that's in Hagerstown, Indiana. Now, Hagerstown is a small town. The population is 1,900 and some odd people and growing. Now, this property, I mean, it's, like I said, it's far enough from larger cities, but not too far. And also, if you don't want to be too far from amenities, and you don't want to be too terribly far out from civilization, this is a good property to purchase. Now, this property, it comes on an acre and a half of land. That also comes with a creek, so you do have a water source. Now, I've already looked into some of the juicy details on this property. In this property, it does have a well for water, and for sewage, you do got septic. And this house does have electricity. And this house is fully equipped and turnkey move-in ready. And this house is 376 square feet. That sits on 1.71 acres. So I told you an acre and a half. Really, it's 1.71 acres with water. So let's take a look at this house. So you got your little porch. There's your air conditioner. And I'm pretty sure for the winter time, since it does have electricity, it does have a heating source or two. You can install your own heating source in there. I mean, it's not a big home, so it's not going to take a lot to heat it up. Now, some people would use wood burning stoves, but I rather use an electric heater myself. It's a lot safer than a wood burning stove. I mean, they even got some gutters on this structure. I'm assuming that the appliances are going to stay, but you got your washer and dryer. Got a toilet and a shower. And there's your water. So for those of you that are looking to downsize or you're looking to live small, this would be a good place for you to look at. If you're a 9 to 5 worker, I mean, like I said, this place, it's only 20, it's less than a half hour outside Richmond. And within an hour of this area, I mean, you got places like Richmond, Newcastle, uh, Indianapolis, if you want to drive a little further. You got Greenfield for places where you can go for employments and also amenities. So let me take you to the second property that I would like to show you folks. Now, this property you're looking at right now is located in Goshen, Alabama. Now, this property is not in the city limits of Goshen. It is actually a little bit outside of Goshen. It is located less than 10 minutes outside Goshen. And I would say it's around 15 minutes from Troy, Alabama, which is where Troy University is at, which is one of the major colleges here in the state of Alabama. And and of course, I'm talking about southern Alabama because Goshen is in southern Alabama. Now, this property is located on Alabama 10, or otherwise known as uh, Route 29, which from where this property is at, I would say within 10 minutes you can get to Goshen. You could also get to Laverne, Alabama, which Laverne is another small town in Alabama. I just did a Laverne video not so long ago, so go check it out. And like I said before, within around 15 minutes, you can also get in. You can also drive into Troy, Alabama. So this house is located out in the country, right on Route 29 / Alabama 10. Now this house, I mean, even though it's out in the country, you still have city water. However, you will have a septic for your sewage. Now this property, it sits on 3 acres of land. It's been on the market for 15 days. It's 510 square feet, and they're asking 89,000. They already lowered the price by 10,000, so you might be able to grab this one for closer to 80, if not less than that. So let's check it out. And again, if you're looking to downsize, if you're a 9 to 5 worker wanting to downsize and live tiny, this is a good place. You're close to employment opportunities. You're close to amenities. You're not far from civilization at all. Now, I will say the only downer that this property might have is the fact that you are relatively close to the road, which, Alabama 10 is a relatively busy road at times. So if you live in this property, you will hear a little bit of traffic. But if that does not bother you, then you might want to come look at this property. And these tiny homes I'm showing you, I mean, really, they're a good deal. Because if you go to a tiny home dealer and you have them build you a tiny home, you're going to pay 80 some $1,000 just for the tiny home itself. It's not even going to include the land. It's just going to be the tiny home itself. See, if you go this route, you have your home, plus it comes with land. And it's going to already have your plumbing, your electric, all your utilities that are necessary for you to live in these homes. So if you're wanting to live in a tiny home, if you're wanting to live the whole tiny home life, I mean, these homes I'm showing you right now would be a good starting point. Go out there, go out to any of these houses, check them out. Well, 3 acres of land out here. Now, you don't have the water front. You don't have the water like you did with the other property. But on this property, you have a little over an acre more land than the other house. Now, to be completely honest with you people, although this home is bigger, I will say that the other house is built better. I will say that the other house is built a little better. But one advantage that this place has over the other one is the other one has well water. This one has city water. So depending on what's important to you, I just thought I'd put that out there. Now, when it comes to your internet, I mean, typically your infrastructure in Indiana is a little better than Alabama. So, so if you're the type that works from home and you do a lot of uploading and streaming and stuff like that, your internet at the tiny home in Hagerstown will probably be a little better than the internet at this tiny home. Then again, I could be wrong. Maybe the internet at both the locations could be equally as good. But I'm just speculating based off of some of my experiences when it comes to internet in Indiana and internet here in Alabama. All right, folks, that's all I got to show you. Hopefully, you guys got something out of this video. So, for those of you that are still house hunting, good luck. Hope you find what you want. And on that note, I'm about to click off here.